Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is bringing back a fan favorite mode from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2, the What If scenarios. In these scenarios, these are just like little side stories that didn't really happen in the original series, and they offered us a good insight of like what would have happened if then. That's hence the what if. For example, in one of the what ifs in BT2, it had to do with Zarbon getting the Dragon Balls and wishing for eternal beauty, basically fucking Frieza out of his immortality wish. To me as a kid, like, that mission was always pretty funny. And it's actually kind of surprising that I even still remember these what if scenarios. But anyways, let's get into Sparking Zeros. Sparking Zero has 3 what if scenarios that I would like to share with you guys. Keep in mind with this list, these scenarios are not confirmed, and these are just my personal opinions on what I think is going to be releasing with Sparking Zero. Number 1, in the scenario that I honestly want the most, what if Beerus woke up in Dragon Ball GT? See, with this one here, this one, for one, just gives us more Super Saiyan 4 action, which is always pretty good. With Beerus awakening in Dragon Ball GT, in having Goku actually fight him as a Super Saiyan 4, this would honestly be probably one of the most spectacular, like, in terms of, like, it'd be the most amazing what if scenario in terms of spectacle, because like the many attacks that Goku has in GT. I'm more so interested in like seeing where they would place Beerus's awakening in Dragon Ball GT. In my opinion, this could happen right after the defeat of Omega Shenron, or this could happen after the fight from Baby. I feel like this would be more so right after Baby than Omega Shenron, because Goku does fly away with Shenron after he kills Omega Shenron with the Universal Spirit Bomb. But in the terms of Baby, this could be one, because of the massive increase in power that Super Saiyan 4 Goku achieves in this arc. To me, the Baby Saga is a lot more interesting of a place to place this, because this is fresh after Super Saiyan 4 Goku awakened his Super Saiyan 4. To me, I could see this what if scenario taking place right around the time Baby is introduced, mostly because 1, I want Super Saiyan 4 to be fighting Baby, hence the thumbnail, and 2 is because of the massive surge in power that he gets in Super Saiyan 4 that could possibly wake Beerus up. I know some people are gonna be like, well, if that were the case, why wouldn't Beerus be awakened in the main series? And that's because Beerus had not yet been conceived, so this could never have happened. This is just a new like editing thing because of Dragon Ball Super's existence. So with this happening, I could see basically starting a showdown with the God of Destruction, and either 1 satisfying Beerus and saving the Earth, or Goku just flat out loses and he just flat out destroys the planet. So that's going to be one scenario that I have in mind. It's a pretty, to me, like, everyone for the longest time has been debating Super Saiyan God versus Super Saiyan 4. And with this versus battle, it should probably give us like a good idea on where these two forms stack up against each other. And not just the forms, but GT versus Super in general. The next scenario I want to talk about is what if Super Saiyan God was in GT? See, with this one right here, I'm just going to be talking about one specific arc because going past this, like, it would, like, the video would definitely be like an hour and a half long. Like, it would be ridiculous. So I'm just gonna start like what if Goku had Super Saiyan 4 at the beginning of GT, because a significant time gap between end of Z and GT exists, and it's possible, like, so the reason I'm choosing this one is because, like, if we were to just, for the sake of what if battles, say that GT takes place after the end of Dragon Ball Z, and by extension the end of Dragon Ball Super, what if GT happened right after Battle of Gods and Goku got his Super Saiyan God form? How would he handle the enemies that come after him in GT if he had this power backing him? With this godly form existing in Dragon Ball GT's timeline, I'm not even entirely sure that Super Saiyan 4 would even appear in this certain scenario. It would just basically be Dragon Ball Super Goku from right after the fight with Beerus, basically fighting all of GT's main villains. This one, I'm gonna stop it probably like at the Black Star Saga, because going into Baby, Omega Shenron, Super 17, it would just make this video like 6 hours long. But this is one of the scenarios that I've had in mind. It would be pretty cool. I would like to see like all the type of techniques Goku could come up with. He does seem significantly smarter in Dragon Ball GT as opposed to Super, so there's definitely some new techniques he could definitely learn, and I want to see how he would handle the villains from GT, because they are significantly powerful than any villains that came in Dragon Ball Z. The next and probably last scenario that I have in mind, this one's just a pretty goofy one, is what if Goku started Dragon Ball with the powers that he have now? Basically with this one, it's kind of like a Saitama situation. Like, what if he was an endgame level protagonist at the start of his series? I just find this one to be like a gag chapter or like a gag scenario, mostly because like Goku would be so stupidly overpowered at this point. Any enemies that are in Dragon Ball Z and even most of Super is getting completely stomped by this man, and it would be pretty funny just to run through those scenarios. Like, for example, like what if Goku fought Saiyan Sokka Vegeta with the power he has now? Like, I just want to like imagine what his reaction would be to seeing Super Saiyan Goku. Well, we're already getting that in Sparking Zero, but I want to see what his reaction would be to Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, 3, God, Blue, and Ultra Instinct. It'd be like a complete mindfuck to this man to see not just a Super Saiyan, but a Super Saiyan God. Something that's above even the legend that he's been worshipping since he was like a kid. This would be probably one of the most epic, this would probably be one of the most epic scenarios that they could cook up into the game. This would also go for Frieza as well, because he would stand like no chance even against base Goku. At that point, it'd just be Goku flexing at that point. That's pretty much what this entire scenario is. It's just the Goku flex scenario. Like, Frieza would be completely powerless to stop this man. He would just get his ass beat by base Goku, and then Goku would just sauce on him with Ultra Instinct for no fucking reason. I just want the end scene of him fighting Frieza. It's just Goku going Ultra Instinct and blasting him off the screen. Just goofy shit like this is one of the scenarios that I need. I need like a silly scenario to be introduced with this game when the game drops. It's, oh my god. Don't even get me started. Like, this could also be another scenario for GT. Like, what if Goku already had Super Saiyan 4 when he started the series? Heck, they can even go an even crazier route. It just flip-flop the two series. Like, what if Goku started Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z in Super Saiyan 4 and he went through the events up to Super and went past that? That would be so fucking funny. Same thing goes with GT, but the Ultra Instinct in GT as like the start of the series. Like, fun little scenarios like this is one of the reasons why this is one of the best additions to the game ever, and it's actually just a breath of fresh air even for me. Like, the thing about these what if stories is that whether or not we get these in the original game, it kind of doesn't really matter. Another feature that Sparking Zero has told us is coming is the new like story creator that we have access to, which will allow us, the players, to make these scenarios for us. And I can't wait to start covering these, because like, the community is going to have such a massive library of scenarios that they can make and stories that they can make that like we could all share with each other. Things that we've always wanted to see, and things that we always wanted to see, and things that we always wanted to play. So with that being said, like, just Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, for me, with these what if scenarios and the characters that have been released along with the modes that they've shown us, this is definitely shaping up to be game of the year. And I don't really think that it's even remotely close. Like, if you guys have played any of the other games in this category, you can tell me down in the comments below, but I don't even think it's close right now. Like, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is just way too stacked. But anyways, that's really all I have right now for scenarios. If you guys have any other scenarios that you can think of, just leave them in the comments below. And just so you know, even if your scenario does not get implemented into the game, the community will likely end up making it at one point, and there we can just cover that scenario when it comes out by the community. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is really truly a community game, so when this game comes out, we all get to eat. Honestly, just amazing that this is even possible. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. If you do like the video, please like the video and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next time.